Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to our channel. Jake Paul, former YouTuber, is now one of the top paid boxers in the world. YouTuber Jake Paul became one of the highest paid boxers in the world after just 4 professional matches. Jake Paul was listed among the top 3 highest paid boxers according to Sportivo reports. Let's see how Jake Paul became the 3rd highest paid boxer in the world. Number 5. Paul vs. Olatunji. Paul's first fight against fellow YouTuber Deji Olatunji, alias Comedy Shorts Gamer, is an amateur combat. The Brit is KSI's younger brother, and his battle with Paul was divided 50-50 on the undercard of KSI versus Logan Paul. Logan allegedly gave half of his £5.9 million share to his brother Jake from ticket sales and PPVs, bringing the total amount raised to £11.8 million. Number 4. Paul vs. Anis Ngib. When Jake Paul made his pro boxing debut in Miami at the start of 2020, he knocked out Anis Ngib in the first round. In the first round, the American felled his fellow YouTube counterpart 3 times, prompting the referee to call a halt to the evident mismatch. Few expected the fight to be that one-sided, especially because Ngib had already won his 2 white-collar fights. Paul, on the other hand, blew him away in 3 agonizing minutes. In the aftermath of the outcome, Jake rushed over to the ring's edge to call out KSI, who looked despondent after seeing his buddy vanquished, he having just fought his brother Logan. During the post-fight interviews, the two got into a furious argument. The Ohio guy was promised a £750,000 payday, but his knockout power would bring in greater crowds and higher payouts. Number 3. Paul vs. Robinson. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson exchanged a lot of trash talk. In the co-main event of Mike Tyson vs. Roy Jones Jr. at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, both men promised to finish the other. The 23-year-old Paul proved his claims by knocking out Robinson 3 times in the second round at 135. At the moment of the stoppage, DAZN News had the bout scored 10-9 for Paul. It wasn't much of a battle since Robinson came out seeking to restrain Paul rather than fight him. Paul maintained his cool and sought to line up his shots. At the conclusion of the first round, the social media sensation eventually drew Robinson away from him long enough, unleashing a precise overhand right that hit directly behind Robinson's ear, sending the former NBA great to the mat. The referee disagreed with Robinson's claim that the strike was delivered behind his head. Robinson made it through the first round, but Paul made sure the winner of the slam dunk event didn't go to the second. With an unprecedented 1.6 million PPV buys, the couple made £60 million between them, with Paul receiving a percentage. Number 2. Paul vs. Askren. Jake Paul faced off against former mixed martial artist and amateur wrestler Ben Askren in a professional boxing battle. The fight took place on April 17, 2021, in Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. In 1 minute and 59 seconds of the first round, Paul TKO'd his opponent. Many analysts and combat sports professionals planned the battle, since former MMA fighter Askren was renowned for his grappling and largely considered as one of the worst strikers in the sport. Apart from that, Askren, who had retired from MMA and was 36 at the time, underwent a hip replacement in the months leading up to signing the bout's contract. Paul used his jab to keep Askren outside in a struggle between the younger and taller Paul and the more experienced athlete Askren. Askren appeared rigid and robotic in the early stages of the battle, according to CBS' Brent Brookhouse. Halfway through the first round, Paul connected with an overhand, sending Askren straight into the mat. Despite the fact that Askren quickly climbed to his feet, the referee stopped the bout due to Askren's unsteadiness. Askren said after the bout that the stoppage was ordered too soon, but otherwise appeared pleased with the result. Paul received a $690,000 official prize, while Askren received a $500,000 purse, according to the Georgia Athletic and Entertainment Commission. Additional bonuses of PPV income are not included in these statistics. Number 1. Paul vs. Woodley. This was a professional boxing battle between YouTube-turned-pro boxer Jake Paul and mixed martial artist Tyron Woodley. The fight took place at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, on August 29, 2021. On May 20, 2021, YouTuber-turned-professional boxer Jake Paul stated that he had inked a promotional contract with American television network Showtime, which would see his next fight shown on the network. On July 12, 2021, Paul's battle against former UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley was confirmed, with the location and date set for August 29, 2021, in Paul's hometown of Cleveland. Leave No Doubt was the title of Jake Paul vs. Tyron Woodley II, a professional boxing rematch between YouTuber turned pro boxer Jake Paul and mixed martial artist Tyron Woodley. The fight took place at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida on December 18, 2021. On one single punch, Paul KOs Woodley. Between 480,000 and 500,000 pay-per-view purchases were made for the bout. According to the Ohio State Athletic Commission, Paul and Woodley each received a $2 million prize. Additional bonuses or PPV income are not included in these statistics. That's all from us, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.